I had a weird childhood. I did. And I think it's interesting that you don't think that your childhood is weird until you get older. Like, you don't know as a kid. It's not until you tell somebody, they're like, what? I took a cab to kindergarten. A yellow cab to kindergarten. How was I not taken? Every day a different guy took me to kindergarten. I had a single mom. She had 4 kids. It was the only way she could get me to school. So she says. All the other kids in kindergarten were like, are those all your dads? No, you stupid kid. I don't have 5 dads. 2 maybe. No one has 5, right? My mom doesn't have a thing for cab drivers. She has a thing for guys who don't take responsibility for their actions. Dad. I think that cab drivers make the best dads. They do. From my limited experience. They show up on time. They never forget you. They seem to be interested in your conversations. And they've never once asked my mom to abort me. That's my ideal dad. Man, 5 years old was hard, right? At least my first television show was when I was 5. That was the first time I was on TV. Crazy, right? Yeah. And I remember it. It was like my first full memory. It was on this little show called Tiny Talent Time. Yeah, it's a Canadian show. It's like America's Star Search. And the host, Bill, he would interview you before you did your little talent. And he asked me, if I could give you one wish, just like that, what would it be? And like any 5-year-old little girl, I was like, a house I don't have to pay for? I did. There's VHS evidence of this. Yeah. Man, I remember that day very well because I remember how nervous my mom was. Yeah, she was nervous about what I would say on TV. Yeah, she was very nervous that I was gonna air out our family's dirty laundry in front of a bunch of strangers. Which is 100% what I'm doing right now. Yeah. And she was right. She was right to be nervous. The host asked me what I didn't like about my brothers and sisters. Yeah, really setting up a kid to say some shit, right? He knew what he was doing. But so did 5-year-old me. I was like, I love my brothers and sisters. We play together. And the whole audience, they clapped, they cheered, they awed. Oh, I was so excited. It was the first time I've had a big group of people cheer for me. I just yelled to my mom in the audience. I was like, don't worry, Mom. I knew enough to lie for you. I done. My 37-year-old husband just joined a band. Don't woo that! He joined a band! And he was excited. And I'm aware that we just came from me dancing to a song that I wrote. But I wouldn't call that a song or that I wrote it. I'm just saying the t-shirt my mom got me again and again. And I'm only saying that because I know my husband will be like, see, you're in a band. I'm not in a band. He is, lead singer. He was so excited. He came home, he was so excited. He was like, I'm in a band! And I wanted to be a good wife. I did. But what came out of my face was why. And he was like, I thought you'd be excited about this. Like he thought I'd be some groupie of some middle-aged band with mediocre talent. I've heard him sing, it's not good. I've actually never gone to one of his concerts. Because I don't support bad dreams. It's true. I didn't say that to him, though. I didn't say that. What I said was, I know what we'll do. We'll take all that money you're not going to make in your band, and we'll put it with all the money you never made while you were an actor. Or a writer. Or a blogger. Or an Amazon seller. Or an Instagram model. What did I marry? It's what I'm getting at. What does he think? One day he'll just buy me an imagination house? My marriage is a little bit my fault. It is. And that I said I did that. That was on me. Yeah. But my husband proposed to me in 33 days of meeting each other.
Wow.
Yes, very dangerous. Don't do it. I don't recommend it. What's crazier I should say, is that another man proposed to me 30 days before I met my husband. So within 63 days, I was proposed to twice. I am not that good, and I know this. I told my ex I never want to see him again, and he was like, oh, I should propose to her. Stupid. I'm sure proposing is scary. I don't know, I've never done it, but I'm assuming that it is. But I do know what it's like to get an unwanted proposal. Mm-hmm. And I'll describe it for you. No, I'm kidding. No, the best way that I could describe it is it's like how I think my uncle felt when Kaepernick took a knee for the first time, because we said the same things. I was like, get up, get up, get up. Now is not the time or the place to show your emotions. You're ruining my Sundays! My brother Sean, he was in prison for 7 years. And he's been out. Who wooed that? Woo! I identify with prison. Yeah. I like it. My brother Sean, he was in prison for 7 years. He's been out for 2 now. And I have to say, I miss him being in prison. I do, I miss it. It was so much more fun when he was in prison for me. Now he's married, he has a good job. So boring. Plus, I was able to get back at him for all of those times he used to mess with me when we were kids. Like when we were little, he used to steal my Cabbage Patch dolls. And then he put ransom notes in the picture frames of my room that said, if you ever want to see your dolls again, you have to clean my room for 1 week. Mean! Very mean. Also foreshadow mom as to which kid was going to prison. Yeah. But I would go to bug him, you know, it's fun. And so I would visit him and I'd just punch him in the arm. And I'd be like, you can't hit me back, you'll go in the hole. It was great. Sometimes I didn't even hit him. I'd just be like, ow, and the guard would come over and reprimand him. Oh. There is something very therapeutic about watching your older brother get in trouble from a guard. Much more fun than your mom. Much more fun. He was in prison for fraud. They say he stole $12 million. American. I don't think that he did it, despite the overwhelming evidence against him. I don't think that he did it. I know. Because if he did, I should have gotten better Christmas presents. Like, where's my boat? Where's my house? Where's the money, Sean? Where's the money? Some good did come out of him from being in prison. He got his GED. Sometimes people cheer for that, that's okay. I'll let him know you don't care. I won again. No, not only did he get his GED, he was actually the valedictorian of the GED in prison. Valedictorian in prison! He got a different color hat. I saw the pictures. So funny. My mom was so proud. She was like, oh, now I can say all my kids were valedictorians. I don't know about that one, Mom. Being proud of having your son be valedictorian of prison is like being proud of having the skinniest kid at fat camp. They're still at fat camp. Granted, I was valedictorian in 8th grade going into high school for dance. At least my brother had to do math and stuff like that. I just had to be bendy. I still can't spell valedictorian. If you're looking for a mediocre relationship, I'm your gal. And here's the kicker. My husband thinks that I'm a good wife. He does. Who odd. I like that. Someone repeated me say who odd. Echo, 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 echo. I like it. No, he thinks that I'm a good wife because I do these little tricks to him. Like, I'm not domestic. I don't like doing laundry, so I just put his shirts back in the drawer and put a bounce sheet in there. He doesn't know. Our place is clean, though. It's always clean because I bought a robot vacuum that he doesn't know about. Yeah. I put it in the linen closet with a box of tampons on top. He'll never look. Then I put a broom out in front of the doorway so he thinks that I've been slaving all day. And there's a good chance he'll trip over it. Hey, at least I'm not controlling. I'm just trolling. I love to ask him stupid questions. It's so fun. I think women love to ask dumb questions. We do it on purpose, in case you didn't know. Oh, I love to do it at the worst times. It's just for fun to bug. He just grabbed you. He was like, you do this. It was like a slight, like just a hand, like, you know this is about you, right? Okay. We do it on purpose. It's so fun. And you guys, we bug you because we're married, and that's what it's for. Like, you're gonna spend forever with somebody? Of course you're gonna bug him. And my husband bugs me back. He knows you can touch him back, so it's fair, because he bugs you back. There we go. I just love asking him dumb questions. Like, I like asking it when he's playing Fortnite. He loves that game. I'm sorry, he wouldn't say that. He'd be like, it's not a game. It's an interactive experience. Man, we bought a computer desk, a PC, a leather chair. Like, yeah, he loves it. Oh my gosh, one time, he was being bullied online. And I was watching Law and Order SVU like a lady. And he was like, babe, they're being mean to me. And I was like, just tell them you're 8. He did. Turns out they were also 8. Oh man, Fortnite. If you don't know anything about Fortnite, all you need to know is this. It is a video game that you play with people all over the world, and there is no pause button. No pause button. You play until you die, and then it re-ups you right again. My husband has no concept of time when he plays this game. None. I've gone and done shows, come back home, open the door, and he'll be like, oh, are you leaving? I've been gone for 3 hours. It's great for a marriage. I recommend it. It's great because he's no idea. It's like the best time to tell him you want to buy something big or that your in-laws are coming over. That way when your mom comes over with your new couch in your 1-bedroom apartment, he'll be like, I thought we would talk about this. We did, remember when you were playing Fortnite? He'll never say he wasn't listening. It's great. You don't even have to tell him, just say you said it during Fortnite. Fortnite's new ad should be, Fortnite, we take care of your husband, so you don't have to. If you learn nothing from today, download Fortnite for your partner. My Mississippi mother-in-law found out that this is why I don't want to have kids. So she offered to pay for us to live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah, she clearly has no idea how much rent is out here. But if she asks, I'm 8 weeks along. And if she figures it out in a few months, I'll just give her a really sad story about how I lost the baby. But I'm pregnant again! I really want to live in a 2-bedroom. Too. I lie to her. We all lie to people. Everybody lies. Doctors lie. Yeah. Do you know that women are pregnant for 10 months, not 9? Someone said, she's had a baby. 40 weeks divided by 4 is 10. Why are they lying about this? Do they think that women all over the world are like, oh, I want to have a baby. Oh, it's 10, never mind. You know, if it was 9, I would think about it. The only place that I would even think about having a kid is in Britain. And not because of their health care. I'm Canadian, I don't care. It's because there, pregnant women can legally pee anywhere they want. Anywhere. Like you could pee in a police officer's helmet and not get a ticket. And that is the example they give you when you look up this law. I think it's great that women can pee anywhere they want, but who thought of that example? And what was that debate in Parliament like? And this is what I assume every parliament sounds like in any country. Mustaches. Well, okay, great, we passed this law, it's great. But we need to make sure that these women know what we're talking about. They're women, they don't get it. I don't know why they have tiny hats in my mind, they have tiny hats. How about we say a place I've always wanted to pee, like a police officer's helmet? Here, yes, cheers. I'm out of shape. The only exercise I do now is walking. Yeah, I do. I walk a lot. In LA, no one walks in LA. I do it because I like the way my mind wanders when I see things in LA. Recently, I saw a blind man with a seeing eye dog. Immediately, I thought to myself, does he have to pick up his own poop? Seriously, do they? And why isn't that a sport? Or like YouTube or something. Seriously. The Japanese have a sport where they do synchronized walking. They would kill us in it any day. They make great shapes. But blind people picking up poop, that is a sport I could get into. I don't like sports. I would watch that. I mean, I wouldn't go to the live event. I would just watch it very safely from my unscented iPhone. And they're off. Damn it. I do have one blind friend. He's actually my one black friend too. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do have a blind friend, and I asked him because I was thinking about it for 3 weeks. And I was like, yo, what do you guys do? Like, what do you do? And he goes, we just try our best. Right? Which is code for they just leave it there. Yeah. So if you ever see poop on the side of the road and you're frustrated, just remember, there is a lot of blind people in Los Angeles. Like, it is an epidemic. They're everywhere. I recently got into a debate with a friend of mine who was like, oh, Tom Cruise does all his own stunt work. I don't think this is true. I don't think the guy in Jerry Maguire is jumping out of airplanes. I mean, the guy practically owns a ridiculous religion. You don't think maybe he could be lying about stunt work? Tom Cruise tells people he's 5'7". We all know that's a lie. He's clearly 5'6 and a half. My friend was like, oh, I saw a documentary. Okay, so everything we see on TV is real? Some of you think I'm crazy, so I'll connect the dots for you. Tom Cruise does a ton of commercial work in China. China is known for human cloning right now. Be afraid. Yeah. Tom Cruise is like a god of his religion with unlimited funds. I bet there's millions of Tom Cruise clones just jumping out of planes. Nah, man, that was a clone. We've all seen Multiplicity, right? Yeah. The more you make, the dumber they get. That was Tom Cruise's special clone. I'm gonna do 30 more minutes on Tom Cruise. I'm kidding. I only talk about Tom Cruise because I hope some Scientologists have come in here by now. Yeah, because where there's Scientologists, it means Leah Remini's nearby. I love her. Oh, King of Queens, yes, please. Yeah, I hope one day I get to be on Scientology The Aftermath Season 5. And if I'm not, it's because Tom Cruise had his clones kill me. I'm Canadian. Scientology isn't a religion in Canada. It's not. It didn't qualify. We were like, sorry. Who's smarter now? Not me, I got my degree in dance. I love my husband, I do. I actually knew that he was the guy that I would marry on our very first date. Get ready, ladies, I hear those ahs, this is gonna make you wet. It will. On our first date, he took me to Target. That's like every woman's wet dream. The only thing that would have been better is if he took me for ice cream afterwards at IKEA. Yeah, we went to Target to buy Legos because I'm a 5-year-old trapped inside a 38-year-old body. We went and we bought these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Legos. And then we went back to my place and we watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Very branded date. And then he fell asleep on our first date. Our very first date. And I was like, yes! Not only did I get to build all of those Legos by myself, but I didn't have to sleep with the guy. I found my soulmate. A guy who leaves me alone. My idea of a perfect marriage is just to say that I'm in one. I am no Beyonce. I don't have millions of dollars or an entourage or Jay-Z. The only thing Beyonce and I have in common is that at some point in time in our life we both danced for a rapper. That's true. I used to be a professional dancer. Emphasis on the used to be, whoever said wow, yeah. I agree. Wow. Yeah. Man, people always ask me, like, oh, so you're a stripper? I was a backup dancer for rappers, which is different than stripping. No, it is. It is. Strippers crawl around naked for money. Backup dancers, we don't do that. We just crawl around half naked for half the money. Yeah, it's different. Strippers lie to their loved ones about what they do for a job. Backup dancers, we don't do that. We just lie about our age, weight, and sexual orientation to get the job. I should have been a stripper. I should have been a stripper. Man, plus they have longer careers, my knees are shot. Oh man, are you kidding me? I crawled so much. Whew. Way more than those boys. Way more. I used to feel like it was demeaning. And now that I've had a taste of the other side, I get why rappers have girls groping them. I get it now. We were in rehearsal, I was like, I feel like a god. I was like, closer, slower, longer. Yeah. Now I have it on video. Thank you, Me Too movement. I appreciate that. I actually went on my first dance tour when I was 10 years old. Yeah! Like, left the country, took planes, got in cabs by myself. Yeah, as a kid, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought I was super cool. Still do. Check out this jacket. What? It wasn't until I got older and that movie Taken came out. I was like, what the fuck? Immediately, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, how could you let me travel so young? And my mom's response was, it was the 90s. Plus, you weren't exactly a quiet child. You had a lot of energy, very loud. My mom was banking on ADHD to save me. I could have been taken. I didn't have a dad like Liam Neeson. I didn't even have a dad. All I had was a gay older brother. And he was like a stereotype of a 90s gay man. If I was taken, he just would have overreacted. Oh! My mom was like, well, did it happen? Did anyone ever try to take you? No. Not even once. And I was a sexy kid. I was hot and talented. I could have been the first JonBenet Ramsey. I would be so famous right now. My mom got me my first job, my first corporate job, my first and only corporate job. I have no life skills. She did. I wanted to be a graphic designer for like a week. And I got hired at IBM. My mom was like vice president of IBM. Nepotism is a real thing. Yes. Don't worry, we weren't millionaires or anything like that. She was a single mom of 4 in the 90s. She was not making nearly as much as she should have been. She actually, my mom was the highest ranking female in corporate America back in the 90s. What? She's sitting right there. She deserves it. Yeah. She got paid $5 an hour and had to walk up a hill both ways to work. Yeah. My job was to take CD covers and put them inside CD cases. And I got fired in 3 days. Not because I didn't do it well or I didn't do it fast enough. It was because I didn't do it. Who wants to put CD covers in CD cases? That's so boring. I didn't think they would notice. They did. I got fired and I stormed up to my mom's office and I was like, Mom, they fired me. She was like, I know, they asked me if they could. She said yes! She's always trying to teach me these life lessons. That's her laugh. My best friend's going through a breakup right now, which means I'm going through a breakup right now. Yeah, I don't know if guys have to do this, but we as women, we have to get our friends through it. And I'm her best friend, so it's like my job. So now she has us both on a diet. Why am I on a diet? He didn't break up with me. She wants me to do goat yoga? That's like when you do yoga, which is like Zen and stretching with stinky goats running around you, jumping on your backside. I won't let my husband back there. I'm not letting a goat. And I'm like her therapist. That one I get because on occasion I do give her drugs. But I just listen to her all the time. She's like, he was the one. Sure, he cheated on me, but he filled my love tank. They dated for 2 weeks. He's not the one. It takes at least a month. I know this. The worst part about her breakup is now we're going clubbing in Los Angeles. Oh, you guys feel my pain. It's so douchey. The only way to get in is to wear like a dress the size of my jacket. And like, what dance am I doing in that? And it doesn't matter because the room is filled with guys with too much testosterone in their arms, and the only way they can dance is like this because their arms don't fit by their sides anymore. So gross. But I go to be her wing girl, and I'm really good at it. Yeah, I'm so good, my husband thinks I'm cheating on him. I am. But not with someone who would go clubbing. No, I'm kidding, I don't cheat on my husband. I don't cheat on my husband. I only do it in my mind. And I'll do it right now. Hi. Look at me, I need this. He said, look at her. Yeah, look at me. A lot of facial, I like it, a lot of facial actions. Hey. Thank you. He's a keeper.